In this video, we're going to discuss projects. Now, when working inside of Maya, you always want to start by establishing a project directory. Once you have that project directory established, you only need to set it from there on out. Now, once you set it, Maya should remember that, and every time you open Maya, it'll open directly into that current project. Now, the purpose of having a project is so that Maya's directory paths are set to your current scene. Therefore, it'll then load all of the data properly. Now, most of the data that we're talking about here is in the form of an external file, something like an image or a texture, maybe something you downloaded from the internet and plugged it into your scene. That would be an external file that Maya needs to reference. If it can't find it, of course, it's going to load it as a black image. Having a project directory with those images within that project structure ensures that all of the images or external files are loaded properly. Let's take a look at how we would create a project. We'll go to File and open up the project window. Here we're presented with the project window, and here we have our primary project locations. And this gives us all of the individual folders that Maya will be creating for us. Down below, we can add secondary files and define other types of directories that we want Maya to create for us. Notice all of these here are all going to be created or placed within the data directory. And down at the bottom there, we can also create our own custom directory path. The main two folders that we're going to look at throughout this video series will be the Scenes folder and the Source Images folder. These are the ones that we're going to access most often. Of course, our scenes will be saved within the Scenes folder, and any external textures or images will drop into the Source Images folder. And as long as they're located there, Maya will also be able to find them. So I'm going to cancel that real quick here, and let's go to a split screen where we can see where our project directory is actually going to be created. Let me go back into Maya, and I'll choose File, Project Window, and I already have one in here called New Project, so let's give it another name, and I'm going to choose New from within the project window, and let's call this Project A, and we'll hit Enter. And the location is going to be here on my D drive. If we don't want it there, we can hit this folder button here and then search for a different location. We're going to keep it right here. And we're also going to keep all of the default Maya names that are established here. We could go in and change the Scenes folder to something else. Maya will still recognize that it's not going to make too much of a difference what we name these. I'm going to keep them all as defaults, and we'll choose Accept. Now we can see over here where it was created, there is the Project A, that is my project directory folder. And I'll double click that and open it. Then we can see all of the folders that Maya created for us. This particular file right here, workspace.mel, contains information that Maya reads that tells it where and what the names of these files are. Without this here, Maya will not recognize the project structure. And it will actually give us an error and tell us if we want to recreate it. I'm going to delete that, and we'll come back to that here in a second, but let's just delete it. And now by getting rid of that, Maya will no longer recognize my folder structure here as being a project directory folder. I'm going to come back into Maya, and now I want to set my project directory. So let's go to File, Set Project, and we'll set it to New Project. Our current project is Project A, but I want to come back to that since I deleted that workspace.mel, and I want to show the error message that we're going to get from that. So I'll choose New Project and choose Set. And now when I go to File, Open Scene, it automatically puts me into that New Project Scenes folder. So let's cancel that. And coming back to deleting that workspace.mel file, if I choose Set Project, and we choose Project A, it says, hey, wait a second, this is not a project directory. It's missing the definition. and that's just that workspace.mel file. So I'll do create default workspace, and now it'll automatically generate that workspace.mel file again for me. And now I have a decent project directory. So the main thing here is that we can create a project directory from any folder we choose. We actually do not have to establish it through Maya. What Maya just needs is that workspace.mel file. So any folder will work as a project directory. It is best if we use the Maya structure. That way we have all of the additional folders that we can utilize.